So good afternoon to everyone. Today we'll learn 9th standard chemistry. Already we have learned some of the topics in this lesson, that is periodic classification of elements. That is we are going to complete second lesson, and this one is metals. So I already told that these metals are present in the, for example here this metal is present in the first group, that is 1A, which is known as alkali metals. So already I told that alkali metal. So these are all alkali metal, that is it starts from lithium and ends with francium, lithium to francium. Then 2A, which is known as alkaline earth metal, alkaline earth metal. Alkaline earth metal, here it starts from beryllium and ends with radium, Be to radium, which is radioactive. So here these two are all metals, that is these two are all S block elements, and from 3rd to 12th group, 3rd to 12th group are 3B to 3B and that is 2B, 1B to 3B are 3 to 12th group. 3 to 12th group it is D block. So the D block all are metals, these are all metals. So in this D block all are metals. Then here these 13 to 18th group are all non-metals. 13 to 18th group except some, they are all non-metals, except some. For example, this tellurium, gallium, this tellurium, then gallium, this aluminium are all metal. Indium, tellurium, gallium, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, and then this indium are all what metal. So these are all some of the metals in the P block elements. But whereas other elements like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon and the inert gases, இவங்க எல்லாருமே என்னது non-metals. So in the aluminium, gallium, indium, tellurium, thalliumலாம் வந்து என்னது thalliumலாம் என்னது they are all metals. Whereas some of the elements, மிச்சம் இருக்கிற elements, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon and inert gasesலாம் வந்து என்னது they are all non-metals. So this is about the metals and the non-metals. Now we'll see metalloids. So elements which have the properties, so metalloids. So what is a metalloid? Elements which have the properties of both metal and non-metal. Elements which have the or which has the properties of both metal and non-metal. Properties of both metal and non-metal is called metalloid. Both metal and non-metal is called metalloid. So example for metalloid, boron, arsenic. So metalloid example, boron, arsenic. ஸோ அந்த எலமெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மெட்டலோட ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி இருக்கும், நான் மெட்டலோட ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி இருக்கும், ரெண்டுமே இருக்கும். அதுக்கு பேர் என்னது மெட்டலாய்ட்ஸ். ஸோ அந்த மெட்டலாய்ட்ஸ் வந்து என்னென்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தி போரான், ஆர்சனிக். ஸோ மெட்டலோட ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி என்ன? தே ஆர் மெலியபிள், தே ஆர் டக்டைல், தே கேன் பி ட்ரான் இன்டு ஷீட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஒயர்ஸ், ஷீட்டாகவும் ஒயராகவும் மாற்றிக்கலாம். அண்ட் தே ஆர் சொனாரஸ், ரிங்கிங் சவுண்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணும். அண்ட் தே ஆர் குட் கண்டக்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஹீட் அண்ட் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி, மெட்டல்ஸ். And then they have high density, high melting point, high boiling point. They are solids at room temperature. So these are all some of the properties of metals. Metalloids க்கு என்ன இருக்கும்? Metal property இருக்கும், non-metal property இருக்கும். ரெண்டு இருக்கிறதுனால அது பேர் என்ன? Metalloid. Example boron, arsenic. Then alloys. So if you want to increase the quality of the metal, or when you want to increase the durability of the metal, they are using this alloy. So alloy is nothing but a homogeneous mixture of metal. It is a homogeneous mixture of metal and non-metal, mixture of two or more metal, or a metal and a non-metal, or a metal plus non-metal, or metal plus non-metal. ஸோ அலாய் வந்து ஒரு 2-3 மெட்டல் சேர்ந்தது வந்து அலாய், இல்லை ஒரு மெட்டலும் நான் மெட்டலும் சேர்ந்தது வந்து அலாய். பட் ரேர்லி நான் மெட்டல் இஸ் மிக்ஸ்ட் வித் மெட்டல். ஆனால் ரேராக தான் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, நான் மெட்டல் வந்து மெட்டலோடு மிக்ஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ அதுதான் என்னது அலாய். அலாய்ஸுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள் brass, bronze. Brass and bronze are example for alloys, that is copper and zinc, copper and tin. So brass and bronze, copper, zinc, copper, tin வந்து brass and bronze. ஸோ இந்த அலாய்ஸ் வந்து ஹோமோஜீனியஸ் மிக்சர், 2-3 மெட்டல் சேர்ந்தது வந்து என்னது அலாய். ஸோ அலாய்ஸ் எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க? அலாய்ஸ் will have a high durability. So high durability for alloys. High durability. What are the advantages of alloys? Alloysக்கு வந்து high durability இருக்கும். Second point, they won't get corroded easily. Won't corrode easily. Alloys வந்து won't corrode easily. Alloys won't corrode easily. Then they have lower melting point. Alloys will have lower melting point. Example, solder. Solder is an alloy of lead symbol Pb and tin. Solder is an alloy of lead and tin. So they have lower melting point and they are harder. Alloys வந்து harder இருக்கும். Harder. That is alloy of gold and copper. Gold symbol Au plus copper. It is used to prepare many jewels. அது ஹார்டராக இருக்கிறதுனால it is used to prepare many jewels. ஸோ அலாய் பண்ணும்போது அது ஹார்டராக இருக்கிறதுனால we can prepare many jewels and it has less thermal conductivity. Less thermal and electrical conductivity. Okay, less thermal and electrical conductivity. Example, brass and bronze. Bronze. Copper. So when you compare copper, it will have high thermal conductivity, but brass and bronze will not conduct as such or as much that of this copper. So brass and bronze are alloys of copper, that is copper alloyed with tin and zinc. So less thermal conductivity வந்து காப்பருக்கு உண்டு, பட் brass and bronze வந்து அலாயாக இருக்கிறதுனால தெர்மல் கண்டக்டிவிட்டி வந்து கம்மியாக இருக்கும். தட் இஸ் அதோட எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் கண்டக்டிவிட்டியும் தெர்மல் கண்டக்டிவிட்டியும் கம்மியாக இருக்கும். அதனால தான் we are using this brass and bronze. So that is one thing. Copper வந்து very highly reactive. It will conduct electricity and it will conduct, it has high thermal and electrical conductivity, whereas brass and bronze will have less thermal and electrical conductivity. Then when this mercury is added with metal, or when mercury is alloyed with some other metal, then it is known as amalgam. ஸோ மெர்க்குரியை வந்து ஒரு இதோட மெட்டலோட சேர்த்தோன்னா அதுக்கு பேர் என்னது அமால்கம். மெர்க்குரி ப்ளஸ் சம் மெட்டல், இட் இஸ் நோன் அஸ் அமால்கம். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், சில்வர் ப்ளஸ் Hg. சில்வர் அலாய்ட் வித் மெர்க்குரி, இட் இஸ் நோன் அஸ் சில்வர் அமால்கம். மெர்க்குரி எதெல்லாம் சேர்க்குறோமோ அப்போ அமால்கம்ன்ற பேர் வந்துடும். when mercury is alloyed with some other metal or some other substance, then it is known as amalgam. So silveroda mercury சேர்க்கிறதுனால it is known as silver amalgam. It is used in dental filling. Artificial tooth prepare பண்ணுறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க, dental filling. So this alloy, it was used in 3500 BC itself. 3500 BC they have used the alloys. என்னெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்கன்னா brass, bronze, without knowing their composition. அதோட காம்போசிஷன் என்னன்னே தெரியாமல் they have used this brass and bronze. Around 3500 BCல they have used this brass and bronze. It is nothing but a mixture of 2 or more metal. 2-3 மெட்டல் கலந்தது, இல்லை மெட்டலும் நான் மெட்டலும் கலந்தது. ரேராக தான் நான் மெட்டல் கலப்பாங்க. Then what are the advantage of alloys? High durability, நல்லா உழைக்கும். Then second one, won't corrode easily. ஈஸியாக கரோட் ஆகாது. Third one, they have lower melting point. Example, solder, which is an alloy of lead and tin, and harder. When you alloy this gold with copper, we can prepare jewels because of this property. It is used to prepare jewelry. Then less thermal and electrical conductivity. Copper க்கு high thermal conductivity இருக்கும். அதுவே காப்பரோட alloy என்ன இருக்கு, brass and bronze க்கு வந்து less thermal and electrical conductivity. And when mercury is alloyed with some other metal, then it is called as amalgam. For example, the silver, when it is added with the mercury, it is known as silver amalgam, that is used in dental filling. So again I will tell, we have learnt about the metals. Here you can see the first group. These are all the first group metal, that is alkali metal. It starts from lithium and ends with francium. And this hydrogen, it is placed in a separate position in the periodic table. It is unique. And the second group, it is alkaline earth metal. It starts from beryllium and ends with radium. And third to 12th group, it is known as the D block. These are all metals. It finds wider application in our day-to-day life. They are sonorous, they have high density, they have high malleability and ductility, then high melting point and boiling point, and they are solids at room temperature. And here some are metals, all are non-metal, but some are metal like aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium are all what? Metals. And all other are non-metal. For example, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, this inert gases, they are all non-metals. And metalloid, next one, metalloid, the elements which have the property of metal and non-metal. Rendu property irundha metalloid. Metalloid example, boron and then what? Arsenic. Boron and what? Boron and arsenic is example for what? The metalloid. Here arsenic is an example for what? Metalloid. And the alloys, so when you mix two or more metal, we'll get an alloy. So that alloy was used in 3500 BC itself without knowing their composition. For example, brass and bronze. And what are the advantage of alloy? They are high durability and it won't corrode easily. Then it has less thermal and electrical conductivity. They are harder and they have lower melting point. And when it is alloyed with mercury, it is known as amalgam. So that silver amalgam which is used in dental filling. So today we have completed one lesson, that is periodic classification of elements. That is again we have already we have completed one lesson, that is the matter around us. So I hope you are learning the everyday lesson thoroughly. You can send your assignment to my number. Please don't postpone the portion. Already I have completed 2 lessons. I don't know how much you have learned these 2 lessons. Please don't waste the time. You utilize the time properly and you send the assignment to me. I am always there to check your assignment. So for the portion for the unit test, so the school has planned to conduct a unit test. So on that day I will give a question will be given to you. So you have to answer those questions. So the portion for the unit test will be matter around us. So in that lesson you study all the book back, one word, short answer, detail, and in that I will ask the one word, short answer and detail. I will send you the pattern and you have to learn thoroughly that lesson. Except the problems, you study everything in matter around us. So that is the portion for the unit test. I hope you understood the today's class also. Please don't postpone the portion. Study the everyday lesson and send the assignment to me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.